You've had the taco bar, the potato bar, but this is a pot pie bar. It is the comfort food you've been dreaming of, but fresh and made for a party. Amy Richardson is feeding us beautiful ideas for our weekend dinner coming up. And it feels like kind of the first comfort food of the season. I might have snuck in one before this. But
well, our weather hasn't been that way at all.
Gorgeous.
In fact, I'm like, it's been beautiful and slightly summery, so we haven't been like, oh, I gotta have ginger cookies or pot pies.
But cold weather coming this weekend. Talk to me about when you're thinking of serving this.
So I thought that this would maybe be kind of fun on this year because Halloween's on a Monday night, maybe a Sunday night gathering where you're carving pumpkins and then you just have this wonderful warm comfort food out there for the family to kind of pick and eat throughout the evening if they want to.
I love that. And we said this was kind of a twist on a pot pie. Tell me what's different about it.
Okay, so what I thought would be fun is to kind of do something where people can put in the ingredients that they like into a pot pie because, you know, a lot of people like different stuff, and so I thought it might be kind of fun. So it's got all different kinds of things that you put in it, your meats, your vegetables, some fresh herbs, and then you put the sauce over the top, and then you top it with a crust, a pastry crust.
I love this idea because I hate peas.
Okay.
And they always put peas in pot pies, am I right? Yes, so I love this idea. So talk to me about the different kind of ingredients that you're throwing out that might be a good idea.
Okay, so what I kind of thought would be fun, I do have English peas, which is funny, but I was debating that because people sometimes don't like peas. But I've got those, and then I've got roasted asparagus tips, I've got braised Brussels sprouts, I've got butternut squash, the medley of tiny little baby potatoes with baby carrots, and then of course I decided to do something kind of fun with the meat. I've got, of course, Black Forest ham, but I have a Chardonnay apple chicken sausage and black pepper turkey and bacon and a fried chicken. It's like deep fried chicken, southern deep fried chicken.
Well, you know what I love about this is
we
were just talking about some people are plant-based now, like they don't eat meat, or some people, so this way it can cater to all of those different people.
Right, so you can put in whatever you want. We're high vegetable at my house, so I'm always about the vegetables, but I think it's kind of fun. And then you can add a little bit of fresh herbs. I've got fresh rosemary and sage and thyme, all delicious kind of going in there on top of it. So.
Well, I love how you've presented this too, because you're almost serving it like, you know, like a charcuterie board, almost like you just pick what you want.
Right, just kind of pick and choose what you want. I mean, I have to admit the carrots, I don't know, you're on your own with the carrots because how do you put those in a pot pie? But they were so pretty, I couldn't resist buying them. Of course, you could just cut them up and have small ones. But you just take the bowl, you just fill it with your stuff, and then I have this sauce that I've made. It's a homemade sauce, and it's really good.
Talk to me about what's inside this.
It's just kind of a classic sauce that you would make. You really ought to just taste it.
Okay,
here.
I will.
Here, we'll just do that, and then you can kind of, it's got a few different ingredients in it, but it's kind of just really...
It's rich, it's seasony, it's a little chickeny?
It is. It's a chicken broth base, but it's delicious, and it just kind of pours over the top. And you want to keep that part hot. You can use a crock pot, or I have a fondue pot, and so that's kind of, you serve everything warm, but then throughout the evening, the sauce is going to be what will heat it up for you.
Okay, now we're showing you what everyone at home is going, what is that gorgeous, stunning thing on top of the pot pie? And that's what makes it kind of a pot pie, because this is kind of like, instead of your crust, you're doing this. Tell me what this is.
Kind of a deconstructed pot pie, I guess, with the crust on top. So it's puff pastry, and it's really easy to make. I have some here if we want to just kind of do it. We could show it really fast. I like the Trader Joe's puff pastry, but Pepperidge Farm is great too. And I went ahead and seasoned it. So you just take your puff pastry out of the fridge, and then what you're going to do is you're going to want to just put some black pepper on it, and snip your fresh rosemary over the top. And then you just, you know, and I'm pretty generous with it. I'm not doing as much as I would normally do. But then all you're going to do is just press that into your crust. And you could do any kind of herbs you like if you'd rather have fresh sage or anything like that. And then you're going to brush it. We're going to cut it. Now I bought this a few years ago at Williams-Sonoma, but Orson Gigi has a big cutter like this. And you're going to just want to, in each sheet of pastry that you buy, you can get about 8 leaves out of it. And then you're just going to brush it with, put it on your cookie sheet, or you can brush it ahead of time if you want to. Cut it and then put it on your baking sheet. And then I like this Malden sea salt flakes. And then you just put that over the top.
I love this idea. So you put that in the oven?
Put it in the oven at 400. You bake it for about 14 minutes, and then you have those, that's Easy, and you can make them ahead of time too, like the day before if you want to. You can always just kind of crisp them up in the oven if you want to serve them warm. But,
okay, just store them in your, not in the fridge.
I just don't do it in the fridge.
Okay.
In fact, just put maybe a foil over the top, something that gives it a little bit of air.
Okay, now we talked about we could also be doing this for soup, right? Doing the pastry.
Which I thought something like that would be fun for soup. You could use the smaller leaf cutter that I have over there if you wanted to make them more like croutons. But you could do a similar spread like this exactly where people can put it in. You could have a cheddar cheese based soup and then just have all the delicious, wonderful things to go in it and then top it with croutons. So,
yeah, your amazing croutons that has the
croutons. I mean, puff pastry croutons. Yeah,
that makes it easy though that you're telling me I can buy that at the store. Like I don't have to make that myself.
No, it's too hard. In fact, we're already doing like roasting vegetables and stuff. We can on making those. That's all we can do.
Okay, Amy, I love this idea. I know people love to get your ideas. Where's the best place?
Come to Great Taste Buds. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter or wherever, and the recipes will be there.
And you can do like different shapes, right? For different holidays?
Anything. Yeah, if you want to save this idea and do it for spring, you could do something fun like a beautiful spring leaf or flower.
Well, I'm hoping to get one of these before I leave.
Definitely.
Thank you, Amy.